Hey you guys, it's Megan. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Today is my younger sister's 16th birthday. I'm so excited, and she's so funny because what she wanted to do for her birthday was nothing. So we're all just chilling today. It's really nice, so I thought I would make you guys a video. And I was requested to do an eyeshadow collection video, and my eyeshadow collection is very large. It is the biggest part of my like makeup collection. I have 3 drawers of eyeshadow, not including like cream shadow and stuff like that. And so that would just be a really huge video, a huge undertaking. And I probably will get around to like splitting up my eyeshadow collection and doing those videos over time. But I thought that I would show you guys my most used eyeshadow because I've been doing different eyeshadow challenges using a bunch of different things that I don't usually use, but these are the products or the colors that I reach for, like when I just can do whatever I want and I just like look for these specifically when I want a certain look. And so they're all neutral, if you guys didn't suspect that already, and I have singles, small palettes, and then larger palettes. So I'll start with the single shadows, and surprisingly enough, most of my single shadows are high end, and then the like smaller palettes and other palettes are low end. So I'll start with the high end singles. So the first one is one of my oldest shadows. It is NARS Ondine, and seriously, I've had this for so long, like middle school or high school that I've had this, which is, it's weird that I haven't hit pan, but there's a pretty big dip in it. It's just this beautiful like mauve-y color. I don't know, it is just so gorgeous. There is some like glitter in it, and it can really transform depending on what cream shadow you put under it, which is the same for any shadow. But it's just, I don't know, a really good shadow. I can put this all over my lid for like a one shadow look. I would reach for this a lot during the school year because it's just so easy to just slap all over. You could even do like an easy smoky eye by like putting it under your lid and all around your eye. Just a really, really good one. I never hear anyone talk about this color. It's not like the smoothest or anything, but it is super, super pretty, and like it sort of shears out, if you can tell. So I don't know, it's good if you're a beginner. That's probably why I got this as one of my first ones, but it's just one that I reach for if I just want something easy. Then, surprise, surprise, I have 2 of my Burberry shadows. The first one is Pale Barley, and you can see that I've used this a lot. And hi, Rach.
I'm interrupting you.
Lizzie favorited your tweet. Yes, show them your shirt. Show them your shirt. Okay, so this is Rachel. It's her 16th birthday. Oh my god, you're making a cameo. I don't know if they can see it. Let me zoom. That's zooming in. Zoom out. Okay, stand up a little. So this is the shirt I got her for her birthday, and it's LD Shadow Lady. She's a gaming YouTuber, and she signed it, which is really cool. And what did she do?
She then favorited the tweet that I posted about it.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's the best birthday present ever. And hopefully she'll then follow you.
I doubt it.
That would be so cool. Nice. I hope she favorites my tweet. I tweeted and Instagrammed.
Well, you never know.
Yay!
See ya.
See ya.
Loud.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh my god, that's so exciting, you guys. So that was a little surprise. A surprise cameo by Rachel. So that is the present I got her. So excited. She loves watching gaming videos and stuff, so oh my god, that was so awesome. So let me zoom you in a little. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, that should be good enough. Who knows? So Burberry Pale Barley, and I didn't show you the name if you're unfamiliar with this, and the packaging is beautiful. Like, oh my god, these are just the best shadows. So it's just a really nice basic color, and I've used it so much since I got it. They're so buttery, like it's unreal how buttery these are, and it's just like a light shimmery brown. And this is really nice, again, for a really easy look. You can just put this all over your eye, lid and crease. You can just put it on the crease and then do darker in the lid. You can basically do whatever. Just a beautiful, beautiful shadow. I reach for this all the time, and that makes me really happy because these these shadows are very expensive, and I do want these to be the ones that I reach for the most because I invested the most money in them. So I love this. It is so phenomenal. Then my other Burberry shadow that I've had for the longest time, I got this one first, then I got Pale Barley, and recently I got Midnight Brown. And that Midnight Brown one will probably be one of my most used a year from now or something, but it's definitely not fair to say it's the most used now because I just got it. But this is Taupe Brown number 7. And this is a matte compared to Pale Barley, which was like a shimmery shade. And this is just a really good like crease color, outer V. I top my liner with this. There goes the brush. And it is a matte, but it's still very creamy. And it can be pulled more gray or more brown, depending on what liner you have or depending on how much you blend it out, I noticed. If you blend it more, it looks more brown, and if you just sort of pack it on, it looks more gray. So this is definitely a one shadow look if you want that to be your like a darker smoky eye, but little different than like a true gray or a black. So those two are just awesome. You guys know I love my Burberry shadows, and for an eyeshadow junkie like me, I love buying them even though they are very expensive because I just use them so much and it's worth it for me. Okay, another single that I use a lot is from my MAC quad that I actually won from Lorraine, the current custom, a few years ago. And my most used out of all these is Naked Lunch, which is this light, shimmery, pinky champagne color. It is so beautiful, and this is one that I'll probably like have to repurchase. Seriously, it's so like sheer basically. You have to build it up like when you do a swatch, but on your eye, the sheerness of it kind of helps because then you can just have this like little bit of like a glisten on your eye if you want to like top another shade with it. But I use this a lot like just all over my lid or in the crease, or not in the crease, or just all over the lid or like over a shadow or in the inner corner. I use that a lot. It is so beautiful. I'm like truly surprised that I haven't hit pan on this yet because I kind of have to like scrub my brush in it a lot to get like the payoff that I want. But it is so pretty. Like it's very easy to use because it's not overly pigmented. So I really love that. I love all the other shades too. Just for reference, it's Satin, Taupe, Mulch, and Constructivist. So those are the other shades. I really like all of them as well, but Naked Lunch is definitely the one I reach for the most. And then my last single shadow is a Firenze loose eyeshadow, and last summer was when I first discovered these shadows from Temptalia's website, and I haven't really talked about them since that. So this is the Firenze eyeshadow mini in Koala, and there is the website, and these eyeshadow minis are like $3 or $4, and they'll last you forever because they're a pigment. And so they just come in a little pot like this and they're loose, like I said. And this shade is super beautiful if you like taupes. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So it's like a purpley silver taupe. Oh my lord, it's gorgeous. And it does remind me of Satin Taupe a little bit, but I think it's like a little bit prettier than Satin Taupe, which is crazy because I thought Satin Taupe would be my all-time favorite shadow ever when I first got it, but I just don't reach for it very much, which surprises me. But this is just a really beautiful one shadow look. So a lot of these that are my favorite single shadows are like that one shadow look or just a very like easy color to just slap all over, and I do reach for those a lot, especially like I said during school or if I'm like in a rush or something when I don't have as much time as I do now to play around with stuff. So those are definitely my most used singles. Then for small palettes, this is my most reach for palette for like a smoky eye, and this is the Maybelline EyeStudio Quad in Makeover Mocha. This was limited edition, but you can easily find this on eBay. So this is just a really nice palette, like I said, for a smoky eye. So it has that really nice light color, then 2 matte browns, and the darker one got cracked, so I repressed it in a really sloppy way. And then this really beautiful like shimmery gunmetal color. So I have a tutorial on how I do my like signature smoky eye, and I'll link that down below if you guys are interested in that. So these are just basic colors, but they're very pigmented. So the lightest one and then going to the darkest. So I just really love it. It's a very easy like palette to reach for if I'm going out at night or something, just to add that little bit of something special. And I don't know, it's just really easy to use. You could also just use the lighter colors and do a really natural look. So I think it's a really versatile palette and the quality is really nice for the price. Then another Maybelline EyeStudio quad, also limited edition. This is Nude Romance, and this was from their more recent nudes collection. So what I love about this is that they are basically all matte, except for this last one, which is more like a satin. But the mid-tone shades are very unique because it's like a camel color, a greenish color, and then the deepest one has like a plum tone. Again, very, very nicely pigmented, really easy to work with. And I use these a lot during school for just a really like natural, easy look. And of course you can darken it up with that really pretty dark color. I use that over my liner a lot and it was really beautiful. So I just like this. It's very easy. That's what I look for in these small palettes, is if it can give me an easy natural look and I don't have to really think about what like incorporating anything else, I can just go from that one palette. But out of all my small palettes that I reach for the most, this is my favorite and it's the least expensive and most accessible. This is the Rimmel Afternoon Tea number 29. This is so good, you guys. I used this for like a month or two straight because I loved it so much. This like shimmery shade reminds me of MAC Satin Taupe, or MAC Naked Lunch, I'm sorry. MAC Naked Lunch a lot. And then the rest of the colors are just so great. So the top and bottom ones are matte and then the side two have like a shimmer to them. And they just give any sort of look that you want, because you can do a light look, a dark look, a smoky look, just a basic shade, like just put that medium tone one in the crease if you just want a little bit of definition. You can put this all over the lid for like a daytime look. You could do like a daytime smoky eye with it. It's just so easy. So let me show you these. They're those four, so they're not like the most overly pigmented things ever, which is probably why I like them. They're just very easy. I use the top one a lot just to put over my eyeliner to smoke it out, and that is a great way to use it. It's just super easy, and as you can see, all of the pattern is worn down basically. It's so good. It's really compact. I love it. Okay, and then the last two are larger palettes. So the first one, you can either get this or swap it out for the Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the MUA Undressed eyeshadow palette. And on the back, I just wrote down the naked palette colors, so then I would know what ones they are, like, because this is a dupe for the Naked palette. So if people do tutorials with the Naked palette, then I know what color each one of these MUA ones it corresponds with, if that makes sense. It's really dirty. That shows, I guess, how much I use it. I just love this palette, and I'm really glad that I got this. One of my friends sent this to me a while ago, and I just love it so much. It's so nice. I've dabbled with a lot of the colors, as you can see. I primarily use like these shades on the top and then like some of these on the bottom if I'm being a little adventurous, but definitely like these shades over here, these first 5 shades. I love them. I also love this shade, which is Hustle in the Naked palette. That one is really pretty. I like that a lot. But all of these I love to use. They're really nice quality, even though they aren't like the Naked palette. That's that Hustle dupe. It's just really nice. I think it is more travel friendly than the Naked palette because it is smaller and it's like 2 like layers instead of just one all the way across. So I don't know. I love it. I don't feel the need to get the Naked palette because I'm so happy with this, and definitely if you're in the UK or somewhere that sells MUA, definitely buy this. If you didn't want to invest in the Naked palette, but you want to do those tutorials everyone does using the Naked palette, this is a wonderful alternative, so I love that. And then my last palette, which is one of my essentials, I have to have this, and I will repurchase this if I run out of these colors ever. This is the Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral No. 2 palette. This is the all matte. This is just a really great supplementary palette to have in your eyeshadow collection. So it has all sorts of matte neutrals. So it has light colors, mid-tone, a little bit darker, and then really dark colors. It is just wonderful, and it lets you like play around with the tones that you like. It gives you a really nice variety for $20, and I think the quality is really nice. Some people said that they thought that they weren't like that pigmented and stuff, but I think they're really nice, especially for the price. So let me find a space to swatch these. So there are just a few of them. And I really like that pink one that I swatched. That's a really like nice transition color, or just to blend out the edge of your crease. It's just so pretty, and I probably would have never tried that if it wasn't in this palette. I also really love this dark brown, and then this more like taupey brown here. And all of like the top shades are really good to either blend out or put all over your lid to start with, or this white one is good to highlight. I love this neutral like skin tone shade one a lot, just to put on my brow bone. This is just so essential to me. I love it so much, and that definitely like helps all my other eyeshadows. If I'm doing like a really crazy colorful look or anything like that, I can always just incorporate this, and it is wonderful. So I reach for that a lot. So you guys, those are all of my most used eyeshadows. Now I am all swatched up. I hope that this was a helpful video if you guys are looking for some like basic shadows to reach for or to add to your collection, or if you have any of these but you forgot about them in your collection, definitely pull them out and try them. You might be surprised on how you forgot about them because they're so wonderful. But I'm still doing my colorful eyeshadow challenge. Today I used the Maybelline EyeStudio Quad in all of Martini, and I really like how it turned out. I think that it's really pretty, and I would have never really reached for it unless I was doing my colorful eyeshadow challenge. So I hope that if any of you guys are doing it with me, you are having a lot of fun. I've been having so much fun doing it. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing Rachel as a cameo in here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!